Chapter 4. Here Again. Mr. Amy, director of the band, surely must have been intelligent and capable at one point in order to have put together a band such as the 1st U.S. Army Band. Unfortunately, by the time I joined the band in 1970, he had turned into an incompetent alcoholic, and in his final years of service he just didn't seem to care much, and should have undoubtedly retired several years earlier if he could have. I'm guessing he couldn't afford to retire. Maybe he had serious marital issues. He was frequently inebriated by our daily 2 o'clock concert band rehearsal, slurring his words, and rather than conducting the music, he just kept time to the music, leaning on the podium. Don, fellow trumpet player, had a piece of paper on which he kept track of how many times Mr. Amy would utter the phrase, "Here again," during each rehearsal. This was such a common phrase for Mr. Amy that it became a standing joke for many of us in the band. One rehearsal, the count got to 10, and Don let out a whoop. There was a satisfying twitter of laughter throughout the band, as everyone knew what was going on, except Mr. Amy. After I had been in the band about a year, George, a very talented tuba player, joined the band. What a horrible waste. I felt so badly for him. He was such a terrific musician. He should have been playing in a symphony somewhere. I remember hearing his practice sessions. It made my trumpet practice seem quite tame. Scales, arpeggios, lip trills. Then he would do etudes again and again and again, each time a little bit better. It was a thrill to listen to him. He gave many of us enthusiasm we hadn't felt in years. On George's first gig with the band was playing for another meaningless military ceremonial event, when George played his symphonic upright tuba with enthusiasm and brought a phrase to life which inspired the band. Mr. Amy hollered and slurred at the top of his lungs, "You're playing too damn loud!" The entire band was stunned. We all knew that Mr. Amy was incompetent, but this was an embarrassment we could hardly stand. We finally had someone in the band that might have actually inspired us to play our best, and Mr. Amy took our legs right out from under us.